little bit special. Half an hour that way is Maranello. Ahead of us, there are as many Italian mountain roads as we can squeeze into the day. And the reason for our visit is just about the most lusted after, dreamed of, hotly anticipated new supercar of 2012. It is the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. Excited? Oh yeah, you want to be. But then a new front engine V12 two-seater from Ferrari is something to get very excited about, isn't it? There have been a few memorable ones over the years. 550 Maranello, Daytona, 250 GTO. And the F12 can definitely hold its head high even amongst that sort of company. It represents the absolute state of the supercar art as far as its maker, and by extension the entire supercar making industry is concerned. Oh, and it's also the fastest accelerating and most powerful road car that Ferrari has ever made. Nearly forgot that. The F12 reinvents the Super Grand Tourer mould for Ferrari. It's about 2 inches shorter than a 599, both overall and between the axles, courtesy of an all-new rear suspension and transaxle gearbox design. A new aluminium space frame from Scaglietti makes it 70 kilograms lighter than a 599, but also 20% more rigid. Lower mounted seats and a lower engine gives it a lower centre of gravity than Ferrari's last two-seater V12 too. It also has a faster steering rack, adaptive dampers, and Maranello's latest electronically controlled differential, traction and stability control systems too. The thing that the F12 shares with every V12 two-seat Ferrari supercar there's been for the last 25 years really is its usability. This car is comfortable enough to use every day. You can drive 500 miles in a day. You just put the dampers into comfort mode, leave the gearbox in automatic. The ride is as good as any performance car that I've driven in the last couple of years. The fact is, there's a little bit more of the 458 about the way this car handles than even the 599. It feels really narrow and compact on the road. It steers really effortlessly. When you put it in sport mode or even race on a Manettino, the car is completely benign, 100% on your side. You can plant your foot flat on the throttle through a tight bend, and the electronics totally help you out. You get nothing but grip and stability all the way to the corner exit. And if you turn everything off, the car's also surprisingly forgiving. When it starts to slide, it certainly slides quickly, but that's because it does everything quickly. And as long as you're quick enough on the steering wheel, it's quite easy to gather everything together. And that's all before we've said a single word about one of the greatest assets of this car, which is the engine. It's every bit as magnificent as you would hope it would be. Partly because it is so responsive, the throttle response is absolutely brilliant, but also because it's so flexible. It develops 80% of maximum torque, which is more than 400 foot-pounds, from just 2,500 RPM, and then it revs all the way beyond peak power at 8,250 RPM to 8,700 before the red line cuts in, which means there is just so much usable thrust, and the thing just seems to rev and never ever run out of breath. And of course it sounds magnificent as well. Fast as it is. Very fast indeed. 3.1 seconds to 62, 8.5 seconds to 124 miles an hour, and more than 211 miles an hour flat out. This is going to sound hard to believe, but I think Ferrari's achieved something even more significant with the F12 than it did 2 years ago with the 458. In a way, it doesn't matter that this is Ferrari's most powerful road car. It's got all the performance and the mechanical sophistication and the desirability that you would expect of a V12 Ferrari. On the road, it's brilliant. On the track, where that handling precision and delicacy really come to the fore, it is nothing short of incredible. It is a landmark supercar.